Have you ever considered visiting Venice, Italy? For many, it's one of the most romantic and fascinating cities in the world. But what if I told you that if you take too long to pack your bags, this place might simply cease to exist? Unfortunately, Venice isn't the only one. Several amazing destinations around the world are under threat and risk disappearing forever. And most people have no idea what's happening. Savannah. Savannah is a city in Georgia that faces multiple threats. Located in a hurricane hotspot and surrounded by rivers and swamplands, the city is constantly at risk of flooding. With rising sea levels, the risk of catastrophic flooding grows exponentially. Experts predict that starting in 2050, the city will suffer historic floods annually. Unlike Venice, which could sink all at once, Savannah will be gradually swallowed by the waters that surround it on all sides. Its days as a habitable city may be numbered. The Antarctic Peninsula. The Antarctic Peninsula is a vital part of our planet. Its vast glaciers, which contain a massive amount of fresh water, are directly connected to all the other problems we're about to discuss. Uncontrolled global warming is causing a rise in the planet's temperature, which, as you can imagine, is not good for ice. This situation is already affecting many coastal cities and ports, but the issue is even more complex. The melting at the North Pole creates a feedback loop. The retreat of the ice leads to an even greater temperature increase, which accelerates the melting even more. Basically, the Antarctic Peninsula is disappearing, and in doing so, it raises the temperature around it, causing it to melt even faster. It's a serious problem that gets worse with each passing decade. Additionally, the loss of the glaciers would have a devastating impact on the lives of countless animals, affecting the entire ecosystem and, consequently, life on Earth. The Amazon Rainforest. The Amazon Rainforest is one of the most important biomes in the world. However, it faces a threat that is 100% due to human intervention: deforestation from monoculture. This in itself is a serious problem, but it also creates a vicious cycle similar to that of the Antarctic. The rainforest is not adapted to deal with fires, as its environment is naturally humid. When a fire starts, often by human action, it spreads. With the loss of vegetation, the region becomes drier, making it even easier for new fires to start and spread. Desertification changes the climate, causing sandstorms and smoke clouds that travel for miles. Although it's not the lungs of the world as many believe, that role is played primarily by the ocean. The destruction of the Amazon drastically affects the global climate and biodiversity, changing the way we live. Venice. The city of Venice has a double problem, a common pattern in places threatened by climate change. Because it's built on water, it faces the constant threat of rising sea levels. Many of its buildings are already submerged at certain times of the year, and the forecast is that this number will increase, making life for residents unsustainable. However, the greatest danger to Venice comes from another source. The entire city is slowly sinking. Its foundations, built centuries ago, are deteriorating. Over time, these bases will give way, and the city, regardless of the rising water level, could sink. Together, these two problems create a real ticking time bomb for the city and its inhabitants. New York. Despite its imposing skyscrapers, the city of New York is only 10 meters above sea level. The natural erosion of Manhattan Island, combined with the weight of the metropolis and the accelerated melting of glaciers in the northern United States, means the city is slowly sinking. It's estimated that 12 meters of land have already been lost to the sea. With rivers that constantly tend to flood, the combination of factors suggests that the city may not have as long a future as we imagine. Timbuktu, Mali. Perhaps the saddest case on this list is that of Timbuktu in Mali, an ancient capital of the Islamic world and a cultural center of great importance. The city was declared a World Heritage Site in 1988. However, predatory human actions such as improper water use and overgrazing have turned the region into a desert. What was once an area of farms is now covered in sand and dust. The rising temperature is causing the desert to expand, and the city's structures, made of clay, could literally melt. One of Africa's most important cities may be reduced to nothing. The Maldives. The Maldives are a tropical paradise with idyllic beaches and resorts. However, they are also the lowest country in the world. Due to climate change and rising sea levels, the country is literally sinking. Being a mostly flat archipelago in the middle of the ocean, the average elevation of the islands is extremely low. The Maldives will likely be the first country to be completely lost to the ocean. The forecast is that this will happen sometime this century. It might be a good idea to visit before it disappears forever. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. And let me know in the comments, which of these places would you like to visit before it disappears?